EGM Network.
Round, round, get around, I get around, yeah, get around, round, round, I get around, I get around.
Welcome to Classic Car Radio. I'm Keith McDonald. I'm here with Mike Carano.
Hey.
And we are mourning the death today of Brian Wilson of the Beach Boys. It's a terrible thing. We started with that song for 7 years, every show.
Right.
52 weeks a year. That's a lot.
Yeah.
That's a lot of times we played I Get Around. And we also would do Beach Boys songs coming out of the breaks, like Fun, Fun, Fun,
Right.
Till Her Daddy Takes the T-Bird Away, Little Deuce Coupe. At Christmas, we do Little Saint Nick, which is about a souped-up sleigh, you know. And there was Don't Worry Baby, which people thought was a romantic song, but it's actually a guy who's going racing and his girlfriend's saying, Don't Worry Baby.
Right.
Right? And then there's Shut Down. And there's probably more, but that's all we could come up with before the show. But anyway, 82 years old, Brian Wilson, fantastic legacy of music, really. I mean, the surf music took off. We had Jan and Dean. We had Ronnie and the Daytonas that did Little GTO.
Yeah.
I mean, they just set this whole surf music thing up. And I had a friend up north who used to record surf music just in his home studio all the time. He wrote some really fun songs, and it had those Beach Boys harmonies in there and everything. He's a very talented guy.
And they were a big influence on the Beatles. I mean, it was a big thing back then. I mean,
the harmonies and stuff. Even Paul Revere and the Raiders copied their vocal, their harmonies and stuff. And I think they kind of got their cue from the Hollies, who did that stuff way earlier.
Yeah, the Hollies, I think, came after the Beach Boys, though.
Did they really?
Yeah,
I think so?
Yeah, the Beach Boys were, what, like 63, 64, around there?
64-ish.
So
maybe
I think the Hollies were like more 66, 67.
Maybe.
With the it was almost like the Summer of Love.
I thought that they were like bus stopped by the Hollies, just 65.
And the Cowsills, they were all the same kind of
genre.
Yeah. But yeah, I saw the Beach Boys in their 50th anniversary show. Brian Wilson actually was there.
Yeah, that's great.
It was like in 2012. It was unbelievable.
I'm sure I saw him.
Unbelievable show. I must have seen him probably, 30 times in my life.
I saw them
Beach
9
Boys.
times.
Yeah.
9 times. Yep.
But they did a great show. Even the actor that did Full House was there. Stamos.
Yeah.
Stamos was the drummer.
And they always did the fireworks in D.C. They were always hired to do the fireworks for the Capitol, wherever they shot off those fireworks.
Yeah, he had a brilliant mind for music, arrangement, producing, everything.
He had a lot of problems.
Had a lot of demons.
Yeah,
and that's what gets you. The demons get you.
You ever watch that biography about him? It's pretty sad, actually. Yeah. He fought mental illness as well as drug addiction and stuff, and he had a lot of people that were stealing from him, and including their manager. He had to go to court to get rid of that guy.
Yeah, I think something went on with his psychiatrist, too, that he had. I think he was kind of ripping him off, too, and I think his wife came up and said, something's going on here. We got to pull you back a little bit.
Yeah, and then he lost his brother, Dennis.
Dennis
was involved with the Manson family.
Yeah, he was there. He was actually there.
He was there with the Mansons, yeah. So there was a lot in their lives, and a lot of it was he just wanted to write music, and he was great at it. But he was plagued by all these parasites around him. They were making tons of money.
Yeah.
And they didn't know what to do with it. He didn't know what to do with it. Yeah. And I guess they had a really nasty father, but the father pushed them into becoming great musicians.
Yeah, the father never gave him credit for anything.
Right, yeah. So and they were always looking for his approval. So
rest in peace, Brian Wilson.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
And thank you for the music. It was part of my youth. It really was. I got my GTO. I put in the Beach Boys, 8-track and cruise around all night with that Beach Boys blasting.
Nice.
In the summer. It didn't play it much in the winter because it made you want to go south or something. Anyway, rest in peace, Brian Wilson.
What else you got?
So there's our little tribute for Brian.
Yeah.
Well, we got the Riverside Theater live in the loop. We got to talk about that every week because, they're one of our sponsors.
Yeah.
So they have concerts on Thursday, Friday, and Saturday nights year round. right at the Riverside Theater, starting at 5:30 p.m. But if you want to show up at 5 o'clock on Thursdays, once a month, they've got a car show with the AACA guys. They bring different AACA cars every other month. This month, it's on the 19th. So if you're listening to the show, you have time. If you're listening on the radio, you have time. On Thursday, the 19th at 5 o'clock, you can see those cars pulling in and then go into Live in the Loop. And they usually have a jazz band in there on Thursdays, I believe.
Yeah.
They may have changed that. I should check their schedule. But so this coming Thursday, you'll see the AACA classic cars all lined up.
And the concerts are good. It's a nice time. It's just, like you said, in the summer comes, it starts getting really brutally hot. Even though there's a breeze off the water over there, it's still a nice venue.
It's still hot, yeah.
So
yeah. I just wear my Speedo and go there,
Yeah, just a Speedo.
Yeah, just a Speedo. It's good. And then I can get a seat wherever I want.
Yeah, because nobody wants to sit there.
I sit down and they just all go to another table and I have my own seat. I have my own table.
Nice.
Speedo works good.
There you go.
So here's some news from NASCAR, which I don't know how many of you follow NASCAR because we're a classic car show, but NASCAR, they do run cars and trucks. Ram is returning to NASCAR. Dodge hasn't been in there for, 10 years or so?
Oh, really? It's
Maybe over 10 years, yeah.
Okay.
So Ram CEO Tim Kuniskis confirmed NASCAR's comeback when he teased that the new Cup Series entry could also come. We have cars in our company, he said. He was joking around. But Ram is going NASCAR racing for the first time in more than a decade, and it's leaning into the Hemi V8's revival because they were going to can the Hemis, and now they found out Stellantis went, wait a minute, we're not going the right way with these trucks, and everyone loves those Hemis, don't they, Mike?
Yes, they do.
Because Mike's got a Hemi. That truck's beautiful.
It is a great truck.
Really great, smooth acceleration.
And it's my third truck, my third Ram, and I've never had a problem with it. Other people say they have problems, but I haven't had a problem.
Well, when they first started the Ram back in the early 2000s, early 2000s, they had big transmission problems.
Right.
I remember a redneck guy I was talking to, he got a new Ford. I go, why didn't you get one of those new Rams? He goes, those things couldn't pull a, how did he put it? he was nasty about it. Pulling something out of a cat's butt, he said.
Gotcha.
So, because the transmissions were not good, but they've worked that all out. You have how many speeds on that? 8 speed.
Yeah.
Unreal. Anyway, even though you may interpret what he said as an indirect confirmation of Dodge's interest in returning to I still call it Winston Cup, the Cup Series, it's no guarantee. Manufacturers throughout history have planned to join NASCAR, planned to join Formula One and almost every other racing discipline, and they never follow through. So don't quote us on that. They are definitely going into the Craftsman Truck Series in 2026, but don't count on them joining NASCAR yet.
Or Formula One, they said. Maybe Formula One. Who knows?
They're going to do that because General Motors is definitely in Formula One next year.
Right.
They're definitely going into Formula One. And that's exciting. And you know why? Because Formula One is starting to, instead of being so European, they're starting to become American, becoming very Americanized. And the drivers all have to speak good English. They have to speak good English. They have to go to school to make sure they can communicate with Americans.
Yeah. And
they have huge races in Texas, huge Miami one. Now they're going to be
right here in Vero, right off 60, doing an F1 track. They were building. Jesse, do you remember that? We did an article on that.
Yeah, off Okeechobee Road, west of Fort Pierce.
They're doing an F1 track.
An F1?
I'm pretty sure that's what they said.
I'll have to check that out.
I think so, for training and development and things like that.
Oh, I see. Okay, that could be
out by the Okeechobee Fairgrounds. I
think.
Yeah.
Huh. Okay. Yeah, they can do it out in Okeechobee because everyone out there watches NASCAR. I don't think there's anyone that doesn't watch NASCAR in Okeechobee.
And it's so small, but the fairgrounds is beautiful. They got plenty of property out there.
Yeah.
And you got plenty of room, and it's away from housing.
Right, yeah.
So that's what you need. To build a racetrack, you got to be away from housing.
But it's near single wides, and they don't care.
Right.
Right?
But it's all good.
Yeah, they just blast some Leonard Skinner, and they're happy.
Yeah. Nothing wrong with that.
Inspired by silver screen action. This one's on hotrod.com. And we don't talk about Fords enough around here because we're very, very GM orientated, a little Mopar, but we don't talk about Fords enough. But at hotrod.com, they have a feature this week on a 72 Ford Gran Torino, and it is really it's an incredible car. It's got a Coyote in it. It's a Torino sports roof. This guy really had to search around for a 72 sports roof, but he loved that car. He loved the look, and he drives it. He drives it with that Coyote in it. He put 10,000 miles on it since he restored it already.
Wow.
And Jesse's got some on the screen if you're watching on YouTube. And if you're on the radio, of course, like Mike said last week, don't stare at your radio because you won't see it. Right, Mike?
Right.
Yeah.
And that's almost like from the movie Gran Torino, right? Is that the same year?
Right. Yeah. However, yes, it is the same year. But he didn't get it from Gran Torino like everyone thought. That Clint Eastwood movie?
Right.
He got it from Phoenix Caldero in 2009's Fast and Furious.
Oh, okay.
The fourth installation of those blockbuster franchises. The car had only a supporting role in the film, and it was crashed, but the aesthetic left an impression on the owner, Klein, and he said, I love the look of that car. And so Ford produced 60,000 of them in 72, but you can't find them anywhere. And it took him a long time to find, only because it's the sleek fastback, you know, and it was tougher for him to find.
Yeah.
So it's important to keep the car Ford powered. It had I believe he said a 351 Cleveland.
Yep.
But he took that 351 out, put in the Coyote, and in a 6-speed automatic, he said, because there's no way he could leave the 3-speed automatic in there.
Yeah, I'm not a big fan. I'm looking at the pictures.
Yeah,
it's all right.
I always thought of all the Fords that I really liked the 70 Mustang Boss or Mach 1, and I always liked the 72 Torino. After that, or before that, I really didn't care for the Torino at all.
I like the Starsky and Hutch Torino.
That's the same
year?
Almost the same thing. No,
almost the same, because then it wasn't a fastback. That looks more
that is a fastback, yeah.
But I wasn't a big fan of the Torino. I know guys that have had them, and they loved them. Like the 428 Cobra Jets that they had. They were nice.
No, they're a cool car. I never would have bought one when I was younger, they were available. I don't think I ever would have bought one, but still. Pretty
probably
neat.
Jumps with that Coyote motor in it, too.
yeah, doubt he jumps. Because he restored all the suspension, the interior. Look at the interior. It's very, 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 very resto mod.
Yeah.
So.
Looks nice.
Yeah.
What else you got?
All right. I want to talk about this show on Amazon called Motorheads.
Okay.
I think I talked about it when it first came out the first week. Motorheads on Amazon Prime. A group of outsiders forms an unlikely friendship over a mutual love of street racing while navigating the hierarchy and rules of high school. So what this is it's a combination of like street racing with high school kids in those high school movies like Dazed and Confused. All right. So they get the cars, they get the kids, they get the raising of each other. They're always like, one guy built a motorcycle from scratch, and the wise ass who drives the Corvette pushed it into a pond and stuff like that. Just teenage stuff. I mean, it's beyond. I'm beyond that show in my age. I tried watching it a second time.
It's taken in real time now.
It's taken off. Yeah. Oh, it's on.
Real time.
Yeah. So no, it's not real time. It's filmed.
I know, but I'm saying
it's new.
It happens in the year of 2025,
yes, it does.
or they're going back in the 70s using old cars.
No, it's now.
Gotcha. Because I think there's a new show on was it Cinemax or Showtime? Duster.
Oh yeah,
that's supposed to be another really good show about racing and stuff. I haven't seen it yet. If anybody's seen it, send us an email. Tell us if you're watching that show Duster. What's our email again? On AmericanCarClassics@gmail.com.
Yeah.
Just email us if you've seen the show Duster.
Okay.
Let us know. Yeah,
do that. So anyway, I guess we could take a break, and we come back. We'll do a little history and stuff. But anyway, Motorheads, too teenage for me. And the cars are cool, though, I have to admit. But I'll probably watch it till the end.
There you go.
But it's just
only
like
6
it's
episodes.
Ridiculous. Like this 16-year-old teenage girl has more mechanical aptitude than all the guys around her.
Hey, that happens.
She's rebuilt. Yeah, I guess 16.
I mean, look at my all girls garage. I mean, those girls are brilliant. I think they're great.
Yeah, but this girl's from New York City. She's from Manhattan.
So
how does she become a car mechanic?
There's some nice places in Manhattan you can become a car mechanic.
All right. Okay, when we come back, we're going to do some car show report first, and then we'll do history, whatever else. We'll be right back. We're at Classic Car Radio. Don't go away.
Welcome to Riverside Theater's Comedy Zone, where the comedy is wild, untamed, and downright hilarious. Hit the zone this Friday and Saturday night at 6:30 and 8:30 for the Treasure Coast Best Live Stand-Up Comedy Show, featuring nationally recognized comedians with cabaret-style seating and food and drink table service. Buy tickets at riversidetheater.com and get ready for a night of non-stop laughs.
At Sunshine Furniture, our 35,000 square foot showroom is filled with the largest selection of coastal furniture on the Treasure Coast. Sofas, love seats, dining sets, bedroom groups in the latest styles and colors from Four Seasons, Braxton Color, Riverside, Hooker, Capri, Tommy Bahama, and more. We're the outdoor furniture experts and have anything you need for your outdoor living from Lloyd Flanders, Kingsley Bate, Brown Jordan, and Woodard, including a gallery of maintenance-free furniture from Berlin Gardens and Pollywood. Right now, during our summer savings event, we have lots of great half-price specials, including 50% off on all in-stock Universal Coastal Living collections. And all pictures, lamps, and accessories are half-price. Sunshine Furniture, $12.95 US 1 in the Publix Plaza, Vero Beach. Don't forget to visit our outlet and sales store directly across the street that is filled with name brand closeouts. And visit our website at sunshinefurniturecasual.com.
When the check engine light comes on, turn to Treasure Coast Auto of Vero Beach. Time for an oil change? Turn to Treasure Coast Auto of Vero Beach. Brake work, alignments, maintenance, and more? Turn to Treasure Coast Auto of Vero Beach. Your certified service center specializing in alignments, repairs, oil changes, radiators, brakes, even auto electric repair. Just east of US 1 at 1212 23rd Street, Vero Beach. Turn to the local mechanics you can trust. Treasure Coast Auto of Vero Beach.
Welcome back to Classic Car Radio. I cut in early because we went way over on the last segment, so cut right in. Really quick on history. Oh, let's do the car. Whatever. There's not much coming up, so talk about.
We got the
Sunday is big.
Sunday is the Indian River region of the AAC Antique Automobile Show. They're with the Vero Beach Elks Lodge.
Right.
It's the 14th annual Father's Day Car Show. That's Sunday, June 15th from 10 to 2. It's at the Vero Beach Elks right over here, 1350 26th Street, right down the road from where we're doing the show right now. It's a $20 pre-reg. I sent them 10. I don't know how I got a 10 out of there.
Because you think you're special.
Yeah, Craig, I gotta give Craig another $10 when I get there on Sunday.
That's fine.
On-site registration is $25. Goodie bags to the first 100 registered proceeds supports local scholarships,
right,
and charities.
Right.
But it's always a good time, always a good turnout. Come on down. It'll be a great day.
And guys, bring cash because I'm a judge. I'll be judging. So whoever bribes me the best will win the trophy. Okay.
And then the following week, they're going to do the 10th annual Burgers and Brews presented by Napa Auto. That's Saturday, the 28th of June from 11 to 4 at Riverside Park. They're going to have live music, VIP lounge, car show, vendors, craft beer, kids zone, and adult games. And any other car show you want to look, you go to our Classic Car Radio Facebook page.
Right.
Or you could go to Sebastian Muscle Car Facebook page. And I just posted a whole bunch that are up north.
Yeah, they're all up Brevard County,
all up in Brevard County that the American Muscle Car Museum sent me. So
you know why? You know why that is? Because Brevard is like 250,000 population.
Right.
And then Indian River is only...
Yeah, Brevard
150,
is
100 tops.
I think Brevard is one of the biggest counties in Florida, or if not the biggest county in Florida. Yeah,
it's space-wise, but not
space-wise. I don't know about
but
people-wise.
Not population.
But space-wise.
Titusville is big. Melbourne's big. Palm Bay's big.
Rockledge, Cocoa Beach, all that stuff.
Yeah. So it's huge, and I think there's 250,000, maybe higher. I checked that. I checked that out when we were starting the show.
Right.
Seeing if we should get on the radio in that area as well. But here we are.
Yeah.
I mean, we're Indian River guys,
right? Yeah.
Indian River County.
But yeah, Vieira has grown so much; it's just ridiculous how many people are up there right now. So.
Yeah.
So what else you got?
Well, I'm not going to do any history because we're running out of time. I'd like to take care of a couple of these TikTok guys because Psycho, he calls himself Psycho from Port St. Lucie. He calls himself Psycho.
That's all right.
All right. My buddy had to move, so he told me I could take his 383 block that's been sitting in his garage for 12 years. I'm thinking of having it tested, and then I'd have the heads done and drop it into my 72 Challenger 340. Would I notice a decent performance boost? Thank you for your input.
I don't know.
No.
I'd kind of keep the 340.
No, keep the 340. I would take a 340 over a 383. I don't care if it's big. It's a boat anchor, first of all.
Yeah.
The 383, I mean, it weighs a ton.
Weighs a ton.
So the 340 is almost always faster. I looked this up. They have the same stroke, but the 340 has a lighter block and internals, and all things being equal, the 340s will outrun a 383, so why pay the weight penalty just to go slower, right? Yeah.
And they're hard to find, the 340s. That's why you keep them when you got them.
Yeah, if I had to get a Mopar, I would get a 340 Mopar.
Yeah.
I don't care about the 440 6-pack, anything.
Yeah.
But the 340, I'd be perfectly happy. I've seen some 340s light them up, and they're just as impressive as any other muscle car. They're really fantastic.
Yeah.
Great engine.
Go ahead. Keep going.
Joe in Fort Pierce says, this may seem like a dumb question, maybe not. I'm going to paint my 67 Mustang all by myself, my first attempt. Do I sand the base coat at all before applying clear? And do you have any tips for a perfect finish? Yeah. Don't you kind of...
I would, me personally, when you sand the car, I would sand it down to bare metal. You never know what's underneath.
He's talking about the base. Do I sand the base before applying the clear? So he's already put the base on.
Oh, he's already done it.
Yeah. I would sand it, wet sand it or something, right?
Light sanding, and then apply clear coat.
And then clean it really, really well.
Yep.
And then make sure that there's no dust anywhere, but he probably already knows that.
Yeah.
He's got to have a really clean environment,
Yes.
A little speck of
dust will kill you.
Little dog hair.
Will kill you.
You could buff it out probably, but you don't want it. You don't want to do that.
Yeah.
So you definitely don't want to seal it up with clear coat. So.
And you got another one.
Okay, guys, two questions. Jesse from Sebastian says, guys, I have two questions. A, when is Todd Byron coming back? He's not. He's gone.
He's gone. Maybe he'll do like an appearance every once in a while if he's up here.
He's up in Tennessee, right?
He's in Tennessee now.
Right now, he's got this long piece of straw hanging out of his mouth, and he's looking at his sheep. He's going, yep.
He was playing a banjo the last time I saw him.
Oh, yeah, so banjo. Definitely banjo.
Sitting on the front porch. Yeah,
oh, yeah, he's got a straw hat on now and everything. But here's the other question. My 92 Mustang GT will just keep running when I shut it off. It's not dieseling, it's actually running. I could literally drive it with it shut off. I let the clutch out fast and install it in order to get it to shut off. I've replaced the ignition. I've done the fuel pump relay. No luck. What could it be?
I think it's a relay, no?
It's a relay, yeah.
Got to check that.
Check the relay. Start the car, run it, turn the key off while it continues, then go to the passenger side. Remove the FP relay, and if it shuts off, then it's the relay. Just replace that relay.
Yeah.
And finally, this has got to be quick.
Got to be quick.
My 81 Camaro came with a V6, but I swapped in a 327, and that's now toast. I'm looking to have the engine rebuilt, but I was thinking it might be better to get a crate engine. I've done some Googling, and what would you guys do? And I looked up a Goodwrench 350 should give him a 290 horsepower.
Yeah,
what do you think of that?
Yeah, any crate engine will help you out with that. Very easy.
Definitely.
Don't forget to come see us at the Father's Day Car Show, 14th Annual. Keith's a judge.
Right. Yes, I'm a
Vero
judge.
Beach Elks Lodge. We talked about earlier.
23rd Street.
We had Craig. 26th Street.
26th.
We had Craig Wasco in last week. He's in charge. 1350 26th Street, Vero Beach from 10 to 2. We'll be there.
Always a great show.
Yeah.
Always a great show.
Yep.
Okay, so we are Classic Car Radio. We're out of here. And, we are out of here.
Put the pedal to the metal. Patriot Radio.